Hello, uh, my name is Peter Kim, and this is my CLI project walkthrough. Okay, a quick overview of what my app will do is that it will basically scrape Fortune 500 website, and it'll basically ask, or actually, it'll basically list those companies in a numbered list for the user. And then it'll ask the user for input, uh, and then the user will input a number corresponding to, I guess, every company or each company that they would like to learn more about. And then it, the app will basically handle the user's input and just output information on those companies that the user would like to know more about. Alright, so in this walkthrough, I will be working on my company controller class. And so basically, I'll define the class here. I'm using company app here because I created a namespace here called company app. And so that's why I'm doing company app there. And then I will name this class company controller. Nice. Okay. Now, I want to run method to kind of get things started. Guess I will call all the methods that I will be using here, which companies, and then because I have to make the company objects. Okay. And then I want a method that basically interacts with the user. I'll call it intro, and then I will call intro here. And the reason I'm putting it in run is because over here in my CLI, I call the run method here. So that's why I'm calling all these other methods through the run method. Okay, now. Okay, so when the user first starts using my app, I kind of want to give a welcome message. So welcome to my app. And then next is I want to ask the user what it wants to do. So I'll do to companies, comma, type, list, companies. And then I also want to give the user an option to exit. So to quit, type exit. Nice. And then from here, I would like to get input from the user. So input equals, let's see, gets.strip. Then, okay, so I would like to handle when they type either list companies or exit. So I would use a switch case here. Case inputs when list companies. You want to, I guess, call a different method that would handle listing the companies. So list companies here. And then also you want to handle when the user types an exit. Exit here. And then let's do exit 0. And then for any other thing, I guess, let's just do nothing for now. Alright. Then what I want to do is, alright, so then I would list the companies here, and then once the companies are listed, I would basically want to ask the user which companies they want to know more about. So I'll do like, please enter the numbers of the companies you would like to know more about. And then I also want to tell the user how I want them to separate those numbers. So I'll say separated by comma. Alright, and then I want user input again. Number equals get.strip. And then, so the user could put comma space, comma space. So I want to basically be able to handle all of that. So I will do numbers equals number dot split, and I'll use regex here, any amount of white space, and then a comma, and then any amount of white space afterwards as well. And then next I want to basically go through all of the numbers that the user gives me. So numbers dot each do, let's do index here, and then I would like to basically go through my company at all, and basically here I would like to scrape each company website. So to kind of clear that up, in Fortune 500, basically what it does is just has a list. You click the name, and then it goes to basically a specific, I guess, website for the company you click on, and then it has more information, and I want to scrape this information. So in order to do that, I've already done this, but my company class, I have created a slug attribute, which I basically scrape from this main page. I have scraped the actual website for each individual company and put it as basically a slug within the company app. So slug is basically equal to that individual website. So I would basically like first to get that, I guess, individual website. And so to do that, I would basically go to my company.all array, company app. I have to do company app here because it's in that namespace. Company.all index.2i -1. Then so I'm doing index.2i because what you get from the user is a string. I have to convert it to an integer to basically do arithmetic operations on it. And I need to do -1 because arrays start with the index 0. And just to basically take care of that, I do a -0 here. And then so if you, alright, so I have to get the data from that individual website, and so I've actually created a function here, profile URL, so I have to give it a URL, and that's basically going to be my slug, or the slug attribute. So let's see here. So as well as if you saw, this one returns a hash. So I just want to keep record of that. So I'll just do company attributes hash equals company app scraper scrape profile page. And then, so another thing I haven't said yet is, so basically when I scrape this website and try to get the individual company, I guess, the URLs, it only gives me the, I think it's called slug, but it only gives me this part here, Fortune 500, everything after the Fortune 500. I mean, not Fortune 500, everything after Fortune.com. So what's in my slug for each object is basically this right here, the / Fortune 500 / Walmart, or whichever company it is. And so I have to add this Fortune.com in order to scrape it properly here. So since it's constant for every single company, I will actually create a constant up here called base URL, which equals, let's see, HTTP fortune.com. Okay, and then it has to be a string, so I'll make it a string. And then here I will do base URL plus, well, I have company object here, so basically I'll get that object company dot, and then I'll access that slug attribute there. And then I actually have add attributes here, and so I will use that method to basically get these attributes here and change the object attributes to these values that these return. So I will use that method in company.add attributes company attributes. Oh no, okay, spelling error right there, hash. Then either I could add display, so company index.2i here to display the companies that the user has selected. I haven't coded this method yet, and so I will put it down here, display company index, let's say, and then end. Alright, so I also have the list companies here method. I have to make that down here. So def list companies, and okay, now to list the companies, I will basically put this all array here, because this will have all the companies once I run make companies here. So I'll use this attribute here, or array there. So to do that, I will access that company object, class object. So company dot all dot each, and then this all dot each works because I have actually created self dot all here. That's why this company dot all works here. So dot with index 1 do company index. Alright, and then I'll do puts. I want that index, and then dot company dot name. Alright, and then so this should list all the companies. And then again, I have to make all the company objects here, so let's do that as well. I will actually access this method here because it scrapes that main website and then gets the name and that slug into a company's array. So I need that array. I need to access that array. So what I will do is use that scraper object. So let's do companies array, because we want to actually, it's companies arrays because we want to make the variable name as close to what it actually is in real life. So company app scraper dot scrape index page. Okay, scrape index page, and then we want to get that Fortune 500 website. So let's go here, and we would just copy and paste this. Okay, well, let's copy and paste this. Put it here. Sorry, the the computer's being very slow right now for some reason. Anywho, I got that website right there. And then, so we need to put this website in here because in the scraper I have used index URL as a parameter. So I want to put that in there. And then let's see. I have a method here called create from collection that creates these websites with an array of hashes. So I will use that method here. So let's call that company dot create from collection companies array. Nice. Okay, so this method actually creates all the companies, which I actually had to do first, but anyways, here it is. It'll run first, basically so that this method would work, because in order to call company.name, we actually need those objects created. So that's why make companies will run first, and then let's work on displaying the output for the user. So let's do. So I'm getting an index parameter, and this is actually because I don't want to display every company. I just want to display the ones that the user requests. So, and as I call display company here, I give it basically the index of whatever the user asked for here, numbers.each index.2i. So since I didn't do a -1 here, I have to take care of it down here. So I will do company equals company app company dot all index -1. and then I need output, so put just to kind of make it visually pleasing for the user, I will basically organize it so that the company name goes first, company name, so company dot name, and then I want to do uppercase so that the user kind of can tell that it is the company name, so uppercase, and then I'll do a puts, and then I want to put some spaces, so 1, 2, 3, just to kind of make it look better. So I will do CEO, and then hashtag company.ceo.name. Now I have to do .ceo.name because I actually made a CEO object that has a name attribute. I don't know, I did this because, well, people have many attributes, and so either later on I could add attributes to make it more like a real CEO, but for now I just put name. Personally, I think not actually making the object and just making it like a string would be okay, but yeah, just for the future, if I ever basically add more attributes to the CEO, it'll be easier. Then, so that's CEO.name here. And then I'll do puts 1, 2, 3 sector of the company right here. And I will make that company dot sector dot name. I also made sector an object here, so that's why I do sector dot name. And then puts location, and then company dot location. Here I actually just do company dot location because location is a string. Where is it? Company object. No, scraper. I've actually made it a string dot text. I've never made an object here for location and website here. They're just strings, so I just do dot location. And then I'll also put the website for it. So website company.website. Alright. And then I kind of want to be able to separate all the companies, kind of give it like a divider. So I'll do puts, let's see, 1, 2, just however many you want, really. Let's just do that much, and then let's see. And then since I call scraper and company here, I'm gonna have to require it. So require relative dot slash lib scraper dot rb require relative dot slash lib company dot rb. And then alright, so let's try this out. This should work. Let's clear this out for you guys, and then let's do Ruby Ruby bin companies. So hope this works. Let's try it out. Bin companies. Alright, there we go. So welcome to my app. To list companies, type list companies. To quit, type exit. So let's try list companies for now. List companies. There we go. Here's the list of companies, their names, with the numbers right here. Alright, so let's actually get more information about, let's try Walmart and Amazon. Alright, so 1 and 8. So we get 1, comma 8. let's try that out. Alright, so it's only displaying Walmart. Interesting. What's going on here? Number equals gets dot strip. Numbers equals number dot split star comma s. Oh, here we go. S. Oh, gotta save it, and then let's try it one more time. List companies. Alright, there we go. Listed the companies. Again, 1, 8 for Walmart and Amazon. That's what we're expecting. Let's see if it works. Walmart, Amazon. There we go. And then the CEO, the name of the CEO, sector. Okay, so let's try exit, see if it works. It exits. Alright, let's do list companies. Let's do 1, 16, 17, 18. Walmart, Verizon, Kroger. Okay, and so just for the user, I kind of want to make this, kind of want to bold this, and so I actually have a gem that I've been using, require colorize, and then let me see. Let's do here, let's do the colorize, color blue, blue, and then dot bold. Let's bold it too, and then I kind of want to italicize this CEO, so let's actually do dot italic plus, same here, dot italic plus dot italic plus alright, let's see how that looks. List companies 1, 16, 17, let's say. There we go. It's bolded here. You can kind of tell that it's the name. You could tell that this is basically what it is because it's italicized, and then there you go. That's the output. One little thing that I want to add here right now is basically if I type anything other than list companies or exit, like let's say this, it'll still go through it. So when I actually input something that's invalid, I want it to ask again. So let's do that real quick. I will go up to when it asks, and then after this input, I'll do until. Until input equals list companies or or input equals exit. Do. And then so put to list companies type list companies, and then puts to quits type exit. There we go. So it'll keep asking until it's one of these, and then when it is one of those, it'll do this or list companies or exit. So now, then this kind of takes care of that else clause there, so I don't really need it there. Alright, let's try it out. Uh-oh, I'm still in. Okay, let's try it out. So list companies. Alright, let's get more information on like AT&T and Chevron. So 9 and 13. we'll be expecting AT&T and Chevron 9 and 13. So, oh wait, that's not what we were supposed to do. Okay, let's rerun it. So let's put in like, hey, as our input. Uh-oh, so it's actually an infinite loop. No, okay. Alright, now why was that an infinite loop? Right. Okay, so it's because I don't get user input again and change input. So let's update the input. And then let's do Ruby bin companies. Okay, so let's do hey. There we go, it asks it again. No, we should also ask it again. And then let's try list companies. There we go, it lists the companies. And then let's get Ford Motor and Chevron 11, 13. Ford Motor, Chevron. There we go. You got everything. That is basically the walkthrough of the creation of my whole company controller, which basically runs the whole CLI.